Is this the best smartphone of 2024, the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and how it holds up 8 months later with the battery life, cameras, and most important, the durability? When launched, Galaxy S24 Ultra was priced at $1,299. Quite an expensive phone, and it was hard to recommend at that time, but over the past couple of months and looking all over again, I still say Galaxy S24 Ultra holds up pretty well. The design is one of the standout feature, but now it's easy to recommend. Samsung is offering S24 Ultra at $300 discount, which means you can get it under $1,000. And they also offers $1,200 trade-in deals or $400 if you don't want to trade in. You can check the prior list in this video to find more deals. This is why I said now S24 Ultra is easy to recommend at $1,000. Since Pixel 9 Pro XL is even more expensive than the Galaxy S24 Ultra at this point, and recently launched iPhone 16 Pro Max is launched at $1,199 with a 256 gigs of storage. The design is what it is all about. Samsung was consistent with the S series design from the past 3 years, and they're bringing small changes with each iteration, and with this S24 Ultra we finally saw a titanium frame on the sides. Though on paper it's not as durable as compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is grade 5 titanium instead of grade 2 on S24 Ultra, but it holds up pretty well and little to no complaints about the scratches on the S24 Ultra. By the way, most of the people would use a case on it, so it doesn't matter. Although, if you're tired of square design on S24 Ultra, Samsung is going to round a design on the S25 Ultra, and so this is probably the last squared S design we are getting from a Samsung. The big highlight is the Galaxy S24 Ultra display, and even when it was launched, at that time I was disappointed how less Samsung marketed this beautiful anti-reflective display. And it's been 8 months, no other phone is offering anti-reflective coating on their smartphones. Even when Samsung launched the Galaxy Z Fold 6, we were hoping they would give us the anti-reflective coating, but they used a normal glass from last year. So even Samsung make this exclusive to the Galaxy S24 Ultra. With the new GG Armor glass, which is still only available in the S24 Ultra, even a recently launched the iPhone 16 Pro Max don't have such feature. Although if you want to protect your phone's display with a glass protector, then for most of the people, this feature will be useless. Also, S24 Ultra display is bright enough compared to the competition. Yes, it falls short of Pixel 9 Pro XL 3000 nits, but 2600 nits still bright enough for the outdoor usage. Just in case if you're thinking of 16 Pro Max is still stuck with the 2000 nits. The battery life is really good on S24 Ultra, although it totally depends on your usage. Usually at the end of the day, S24 Ultra was hovering around 45% of the charge with 3 hours and 56 minutes of screen on time. This includes usage of Wi-Fi and 5G connection. The camera app used a lot for photos and some day-to-day tasks. For these results, S24 Ultra can give us around 8 hours of screen on time mixed with the standby time. Now important thing is, if you just drain the battery in one go, it will give you more screen on time because there was no standby time. But in real world usage, S24 Ultra will give you at most 8 hours or depending on your usage, 9 hours of screen on time. Also, I want to mention the phone was at adaptive refresh rate, so it worked from 1Hz to 120Hz throughout the day. Meanwhile, in 60Hz mode, you can get even more battery life out of the S24 Ultra, or if you use the light mode profile, you can even extend the battery numbers of S24 Ultra. Apart from battery life numbers, the charging speed numbers on S24 Ultra are also really good. Pulling off around 68% to 71% in just 30 minutes is really good, considering S24 Ultra only supports 45W of fast charger. And the phone will take around 1 hour and 11 minutes to get full charged. Impressive numbers with a 45W of fast charger. For durability standpoint, this is probably the most durable Galaxy phone till now. I didn't happen to drop my phone, but a fellow YouTuber named PBK Review actually drop test the Galaxy S24 Ultra. The waist height drop for the S24 Ultra can minor damage your display, but it is much better than the previous Galaxy phones. Everyone knows the reason. It is because of having a flat display on S24 Ultra and curved display on S23 Ultra. But by getting a slightly curve on the edges on S24 Ultra could be the reason to get a small crack, because on the back, S24 Ultra was completely fine after dropping from the same height. The interesting part is what Samsung claims about the Galaxy S24 Ultra display. According to Samsung, S24 Ultra is 4 times better scratch resistance than the S23 Ultra, and Samsung was right. While doing tests with the Sun on S24 Ultra, it gets a little to no scratches. That means Samsung is right about the scratch resistance on S24 Ultra with the new GG Armor glass. What Samsung didn't mention is the anti-reflective display. Here's the thing, Samsung didn't even know how to present their phone. They can say a lot about the display on S24 Ultra, but they keep it small. But the anti-reflective display is far better than any other display in the market. I wish Samsung marketed this feature better. Now I want to point out some serious concerns for the S24 Ultra, and I already shared this issue after the launch where a couple of people were getting graininess on their displays. But it was a known fault in the display and that was a hardware issue, which means only a selected people would have this issue. Fortunately, this issue didn't come so far in this 8 months. Also, some of the people after launch were concerned about the vividness of the display. That concern was later fixed with the software update. Speaking of the software, I'm waiting for the One UI 7. Samsung is giving us some crazy update with the One UI 7. Everything is about to change, the beta version is coming and this will make the whole experience much smoother. And Samsung is going to improve the cameras on the S24 Ultra. Initially, when phone was launched, it was a roller coaster ride for the S24 Ultra. Honestly, it was pulling out the dull photos and 5 pixel for the sensor was bad at that time. But later, with the software updates, things were okay with the S24 Ultra. Still, at 10x zoom, it was good, but for over 10x, I would still consider the Galaxy S23 Ultra, as it has a dedicated 10x telephoto sensor and it is by far the best one over 10x zoom. For the performance goes, and this is a little bit tricky part, Galaxy S24 Ultra came with one of the powerful processors, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 made for Galaxy, which is overclocked, and just because of this, S24 Ultra at some point when you push this thing to the limits, it started getting heat up. Although it only happens when you play a high demanding games, and to cater this, Samsung already gave us a much bigger vapor chamber to control this heating issue on S24 Ultra. Samsung gave us a bunch of AI features on S24 Ultra and at first glance it seems useful, but the ones who own this device don't bother using it. Yes, circle to search is a really good feature, but we can find the same feature on Pixel devices, although Samsung was the first one to go all in with AI, which is why S24 Ultra has a lot of AI features compared to other smartphones. This year, there is a plus for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Samsung is offering 7 years of OS update and security updates, which now Google is following Samsung footsteps. At this point, if you're thinking of buying S24 Ultra or a Z Fold 6, then you should go for it, since they are on discounts with some freebies which you can avail right now. If you're interested, then check the prior list in this video. Also, if you're confused should you update to S24 Ultra, then here are my thoughts. If you really like the flat display and really like the new AI features on S24 Ultra with the new 50 megapixel 5x telephoto sensor, then S24 Ultra could be a good option. On this note, if you find value from this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.